Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Digest for the week. Welcome to the Daily Digest for the week, and with Jimi Disu. I hope we'll enjoy ourselves this week. Tomorrow is Dear Bumi, and by popular demand, that young lady will be back, and we'll also be having a kind of send off for another young lady in this place who has just finished her IT. It's always a pleasure to have these interns come in, and we get to interact with them. I'm looking at the vice president on channels here, and he, yesterday I hear from the news that we have that he was taking up Kemi Badenoch for a comment that she made. For the umpteenth time, I'd like to tell those in authorities, Abike Dabri and all, this woman, in the capacity she is in, is not a Nigerian. She is of Nigerian origin, but she is British. Learn that. Learn that. And I heard that the vice president made a snide remark that she should remove Kemi from her name. That is unfortunate coming from that level. That is not the way things are done. You're talking about the leader of the opposition in the UK who could become a prime minister any minute from now if things go otherwise. I think our leaders need to be well versed in the way this thing in foreign relations and diplomacies. How these things are done. She is not, and I repeat for the umpteenth time, she is not a Nigerian. She's not supposed to. This idea that, Abike Dabiri said we tried to contact her and she snubbed us, that is what is expected of her. She's not a Nigerian. If you want to contact her, you write a formal letter and state clearly what it's all about. But we believe that the way we do things here is the way it's done all over the world. I'm so sorry. That is not. This was quite embarrassing to hear that. Anyway, that's not why we are here. We are here today to sensitize ourselves about road security, how we will preserve our lives during Christmas. It is something that some people just generally dismiss and hope they will wade through it. But having lost a loved one some years ago during a festive period, I think it was Easter, some drunkards they loaded themselves in a danfo van. And my late brother-in-law that had just hired, he came in from America, was doing very well, Bolaji Johnson, I just hired, what do you call these vehicles at that time? We called them, there was no Uber or whatever, car hire. And he was going for a meeting in VI. This danfo loaded with a whole bunch of drunkards just ran into him and killed him. And it was a terrible day. This is almost about 10 years ago, and ever since then one has had a quiet consciousness about festive seasons. I think it's part of the reasons why you hardly find me on the road during festive periods. So I thought it fit that it would be nice to talk to somebody in authority as far as it concerns. And what my mind fell on, she's route commander. She's been here before, Oluwadamilola Jayola, and she's the Lagos Sector Public Enlightenment Officer of the FRSC. Lagos Sector Public Enlightenment Officer of the FRSC. And I think she's online. She couldn't come in here. She has a strong engagement to attend, but she agreed to talk to us through Zoom. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Looking fine as ever in your uniform.
Thank you very much, sir.
Because of this uniform, I feel like joining the FRSC. But do you take?
Please come and join the special marshal. We talked about it on Preaching Day.
But I don't like
special marshal. The
special marshal looking one uniform. I like the uniform, Special marshal.
You will have to do something about your age. You are too old to be wearing this uniform.
I'm not too old, though. I will see that some of your guys have bigger pot bellies than mine. Anyway, how are you?
Very well, sir.
Well, yes, one does have some worry about the way we behave, especially during the what you people call the Ember periods, but especially in the festive periods when there'll be, of course, a lot of cross traveling. Sheriff, do you think a lot of people will travel during Christmas this year, considering the cost of transportation.
I think it will affect a lot of movements, a lot of people's
Yes,
movements.
because I had to go by bus.
Yeah.
I just sponsored somebody to the south to Calabar, 18 and something like that, and it was like 40K
It's
going, 40K
it's a whole lot of
coming
money.
back.
Yes, it's a whole lot of money.
Do you expect an increase, madam, from your own checks?
From the look of things and for what I saw last night, I think people will still travel.
You saw something
It may not
last
be
night?
as much as we had last year, but they will still
Yes.
travel.
What did you see last night? I mean, what did you see that you had thought?
I saw a lot of vehicles
Oh, okay.
traveling from Lagos outside, and there was this huge gridlock along Kara Bridge.
Oh, really? What caused the gridlock,
last
if I
night.
may ask?
Yes. So it started from let's say around 7:30 to about 9 thereabout.
Do you know what caused the gridlock?
I think it was just the numbers of vehicles moving at the same time, and then they are overzealousness. They want to get to where they are going on time. So,
is there a way we can discourage people traveling at night?
From this end, from this end, we're doing a lot of things to make sure that we enlighten them on the dangers ahead of night travels. But like I always say, we pray that their hearts receive the messages.
But do you then put some extra things on the line? Do you have more personnel on the line and stuff like that? Do you do anything?
For now, especially in Lagos State, we do. We'll start at 24-hour, but we've not started yet. We'll start at 24-hour traffic operations very soon, but we've not started yet. So we can't start putting that checks.
Oh, okay.
For now,
when you say you're 20, there are some things that need a lot of education by the FRSC and indeed the Lagos State authorities. A simple thing like drive right causes a lot of accidents. People just don't know that there's a slow lane and a fast lane. So what happens if you take off from Victoria Island and you go to Surulere? You'll be doing zigzag. You turn to the right, you turn to the left. You turn to the right, turn to the left. Of course, this thing is bad driving and it breeds accidents. Are you doing any enlightenment on that? On that drive right, whatever?
Okay, like I told you before now, we're having a program this morning at Radisson Blu where we're going to have our new initiative of talking to people in a hall. We have changed from concentrating more on the drivers. Now we are concentrating more on the passengers. We want them to understand that they actually need to take their lives more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
They need to hold the reckless drivers responsible.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be speaking to some of them at Radisson Blu this morning on the road usage and a whole lot more.
Which drivers are you talking to? Commercial drivers or private citizens?
We have, we can't have all of them at the same time in the same place. So we're doing it bit by bit. We've done one. The one we had at Excellence Hotel from November 12th to 14. We've had one already. We're having another one today. We're having like about 3 before the end of the year.
Is today's one for just any driver or it's for commercial drivers?
It's for everybody. It's not just for commercial drivers. It's for both private and commercial.
The food go there, since you're having it at the Radisson, would there be lunch?
I believe you'll be bringing lunch for me. That's what you're trying to tell me.
I can't carry cold to Newcastle. No, I just so. But is it open to anybody who, or is it by invitation?
Who wants to attend?
Yes.
Please, if you want to attend, please come in.
No, I can always attend. Nobody will stop me now. But I'm saying, is it open to the public?
Yes, please attend. I would really love for you to attend, Jimmy.
If you want to see me, say you want to see me. What I said for the public.
And Sheriff before
you added Sheriff. No, don't worry. I will come alone.
You come with Sheriff because I don't want Sheriff to say I did not extend the invitation to him.
No, I will come alone. I've gotten it.
I am coming.
I would love to come.
I will come.
Please come.
With or without him.
Okay. So I think, madam, that we need to put a premium on driving right. to create a lane for people to overtake. I've seen people overtake on the right and run into a stationary vehicle, and so many accidents like that. And I'd be happy if the FRSC could take it up as a campaign on its own. Drive right, drive right. The the origins of the FRSC, I remember way back sometime in 79 or 80, that was what the Maja had to do on the Ibadan Ife Road. And it was a physical campaign. You might want to talk to, I think, Bola Oyeledun. You might want to talk to Reverend Bola Oyeledun and co. They were all students in Ife that time, 79, 80. And they were able to start this campaign where everybody learned that you have to drive on the right to create, believe you me, with the kind of downfalls and whatever that we have now, always parking arbitrarily, I think you will save a lot of lives. I think you might want to look into that. Another problem in Lagos, madam, is Lagos is too dark. I don't know if you have noticed, it's too dark at night. Last week, Sheriff and I were talking about what we experienced on Eko Bridge, for example. It's a horror to drive on that bridge once it's dark. It's a horror. And I don't know how you monitor the number of accidents that you would have, but I'm sure if you check the numbers, you'll be getting you'll be getting some figures that might show that quite a lot is happening on that. I know it's partly state responsibility, but it's something that you might want to partner with the Lagos State about to light up Lagos. Ambode did that successfully, and I hope I had to call a Lagos State official yesterday to complain about this, and that please, of course, because I apply the road sometimes, late at night or early in the morning, as the situation demands. Don't ask me where I'm going late at night. That's a private. I plead the fifth on that one. But do you have a sense of that? Do you agree with me?
I was out of here for a while. Can you please come again?
Oh, I have to repeat all that. Okay, so I was talking about the darkness.
sorry.
I was talking about the streets in Lagos are too dark at night. Lagos needs to be lit, especially Eko Bridge. South Mainland is well lit. Okay, it's well lit almost to a point where the reflection gets into your eyes. But Eko Bridge is very bad. Ikorodu Road is very bad. Where else? Can you think? Many other places. And not just that, madam. Also the issue of billboards. Like Ozumba Mbadiwe is dark. But there are some very bright billboards, and the light gets into the eyes when you drive. I think you need to partner with the state government to make sure that you provide safety for all who drive in Lagos.
Look into that.
Yes, please. Please let us note that. What other message do you have for our people at Christmas?
Okay, like I said before, we are telling the passengers in those vehicles, whether a private vehicle, whether you are the wife in your husband's vehicle, or you are the child in your parents' vehicle, or you are just a passenger in a commercial vehicle. Yes. Please pick up. When you notice that your driver is drunk or your driver is driving reckless, your driver is doing something wrong behind the wheels, please pick up. We have realized now that crashes are killing more passengers than drivers. Just one out to a vehicle. And sometimes we have 4 passengers, we have up to 60 passengers in the vehicle. And you'll be shocked to notice that once this accident happens, it clears off the passengers, and it's just one life behind the wheel. Do you understand? So these passengers need to put their lives into their hands. Let them speak up. Talk to the drivers. If the driver is recalcitrant, report to the next law enforcement agent to see. It doesn't have to be FRSC, it can be anybody, it can be NSCDC, it can be Army, we are all working to achieve the same goal. Please speak to them and report your drivers. Don't lose your lives because you want to close your mouth because you don't want to harass you.
Let me take you through this. If I'm a passenger and I get to the motor park, what are the things I need to look out for? You want to talk about tires? Okay. Tires also.
You need to look out for your driver. Look out for your driver. Be sure that your driver is responsible enough to be behind the wheels. Now, another thing you need to look out for is, do you have, as a passenger in front of the vehicle, do you have a belt to fasten? Does he have a belt to fasten? Is he the type that picks call unnecessarily on behind the wheels? Do you understand?
But what about tires, madam? Yes.
Yes, tires.
Because
does he have an extra tire? You know, sometimes you get it between the bushes and they'll tell you, oh, I just gave somebody my spare tire. Look out for the spare tire. Let him put the spare tire in the vehicle before you leave the park. Then check for the 4 tires. Are they good enough to take you on that trip? Some trips are not Lagos to Ibadan. They are not Lagos to Abeokuta. They are Lagos to sometimes Bayelsa.
Maiduguri.
Those long distance.
Yes.
Look out, can those tires take you from here to even Ibadan, let alone Maiduguri? Be sure you check out for those ones. Then, is it the type that will go and take sachet drinks before he will come behind the wheel to say, I need to stay active? Or because, he just came last night and he has to do another trip this morning? Listen to their conversations. Don't be distracted. These days, you find out that youths, when they are in the vehicles, they are just pressing the phones away. They don't listen to what happens within their environment again. Listen to what is happening around your environment. Don't be too distracted to the extent that it is when things now happen that you realize that, you should have listened or you should have known. And then by then, you will not be able to take caution again. You will not be able to caution the driver again. It's gone.
But I thought
so please.
Okay, I thought that you had the collaboration with the people that in the motor parks, where the motor park supervisors themselves should be able to fish out the drivers who are not meeting the minimum requirement for public transportation. I thought you had a collaboration with yes.
Yes, we do something we call early morning cry. It's a daily thing. We go to parks to enlighten them. The ones in Ikeja Command will go to the parks in Ikeja Command. They will cover. Ojodu, we go to Ojodu. Ojota, we go to Ojota. We cover all those areas to make sure that. But are we there 24 hours? No.
Yeah.
Are we sure of what they are doing 24 hours? No. So we need to take things seriously now. The passengers need to take things seriously. Now, when we say collaboration is not you stay in your house and you start dishing out information. What can you do to help yourself? What can you do to help FRSC? FRSC is not an agency thing. It's a collaboration of everybody. Yes. Your life, my life is at stake. Is in the hands of just one driver. So take it seriously. Speak out. Sorosoke in Yoruba, they'll say Sorosoke. In Igbo, I don't know how to say it, but in English, in clear terms, speak out. Speak up. Let people know how you are feeling in that vehicle. Is it not too good for you to go that journey? Please speak out. Let people know so that they can caution that driver or they can, take that driver into where he's supposed to be.
Okay. We'll soon take
And then for the drivers too, make sure you do all you need to do, especially for private drivers. Please maintain your vehicle very well. The brakes, the tires. Let's remember the weather now is going to be more sunny.
Yes.
It's going to be sunnier as the time goes on. The tires, those rubbers that your vehicles are saying, your life depends on those 4 tires. Like I always tell people, your life depends on those 4 tires. Are they good enough to go on that trip that you go on? Okay. Do you have a spare tire? Do you have reflective triangle in your vehicle? Do you have your jack?
Do you even have a horn?
All these things they matter. Yes.
Do you even have a horn?
Too. People just think we come to say it for the benefit of saying it. No, we are saying it but for the benefit of our own self, my own life, and your own life.
Okay, we have to take a short break now. When we take a short break, when we come back, we'll be taking your calls, your reactions for the madam from FRSC. It would be nice if you could call, those of you especially who take public transportation, to ask about the things you really do need to look out for. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's a Merry Christmas to you. Peace and joy to you and your family this holiday season from the Info Family 99.3
Christmas. This is your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Informing and entertaining is what we do.
Aren't you sick of blaming someone? Aren't you even sick of a situation?
Sometimes, even if your president wants to do the best for you, they will tell him, my friend, don't do that.
These things do just we like, you know.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
25 naira per share, and for every 6 share I hold, I get one more.
What are you doing?
I am counting the numbers I get from over 5 billion shares. FBN Holdings is giving existing shareholders the chance to buy more shares at 25 naira each. This means that if you already have shares in FBN Holdings, you can get one new one for every 6 you own, and there are over 5.9 billion shares available. Don't miss out. Own a share of tomorrow with FBN Holdings rights issue. The offer opens from the 4th November to 12th December 2024. Visit your stockbroker or any First Bank branch, or go to fbnholdings.com to get started. You can also access the offer directly on your First mobile banking app. FBN Holdings. Own your share of tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party you've been waiting for is back. The Life's a Beach Party, the official Dirty December beach party, featuring amazing music performances by Ayo Man, Fola, Fido, and also featuring top Nigerian creators. Come and experience Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, and water sports. Life's a Beach Party will take place December the 14th, 2024. Time is 5 p.m. at the Voda Beach Club in Legoshi, Lekki, Lagos. Hurry and register for free at www.teasersparty.com. Life's a Beach is brought to you by Teaser Sparkling Drink. Life's a Beach. Live it up.
Big things, Nemo like
Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle is back. It's big refreshment, big value, big flex, big tins. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Big things, Nemo like
Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle is back. It's big refreshment, big value, big flex, big tins. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Hey, now what for this country? Everything just cash, even cash. Hey, KC, I don't define you for shops this morning. Why you did this kind of queue? Jojo, now cash I want collect since morning. Cash? Why? I know one waiting happen for 1672 happen again. Today, I must collect correct naira note for hand. KC, cash day everywhere for bank, ATM, POS agent, and if you want run and cashlessly, you fit use mobile app, internet banking, ATM, POS, USSD, QR code, and other options them. Dudu, you sure? I beg you, make we dey go. Your customers they shop they wait for you. See, the cash where you define for Sokoto, there for your Sokoto. You don't understand? Country people, money na money. Spend them, collect them, no hold them, no panic. Cash day everywhere. This message now from Bankers Committee.
Join us for Unusual Praise 2024. Get ready to lift your voice, dance, and worship with all your heart. And best of all, it's free. This year, we're bringing together talented ministers like BJ Sachs, Mr. M, and Revelation, Alasheyuri, Chioma Jesus, Jude Nam, Joe Praise, Dare Justified, Sinach, Dunsin, and many more. Mark your calendars. Friday, December 13, 2024 at Tafawa Balewa Square, Onikon, Lagos. Gates open at 5 p.m. Brought to you by the Catholic Church of Divine Mercy, Lekki. Unusual Praise 2024. Let the people praise you, O Lord. Amen.
Find amazing treats for everyone this holiday with Showmax. Celebrate like a champion with soccer.
Very well taken.
Find your festive inspo with our masters of style.
That's what I'm here for.
Embark on a fun-filled global adventure.
Here we go.
Share your love moments with family and friends.
My son, the most handsome.
And enjoy some truly royal spoils.
I want the power to control what happens in my life.
Only on Showmax, because everyone deserves a holiday treat.
Attention, Airtel customers. If your line has been blocked, then this is for you. Head to the nearest Airtel shop with your NIN. Our friendly staff will help you get your line back up and running. Don't let a blocked line keep you out of touch.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and I still have Madam from the FRSC online. I'm going to open up the lines now, 0201-277-0993 and 0201-465-7190. That's the female line. And when you do call in, please, let's just stick to the topic. We're talking about road safety during this festive period, and I think we all need, from what we've heard her say so far, we all need to be extra careful, not just out of town really, but even within town, we need to be extra careful. I think we'll take a caller. Hello, good morning, madam, are you listening?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, morning.
I'm B. Akimbo calling from Iba.
Yes, sir. Morning, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Right. It's a good thing you talked about driving right.
Yes, sir.
Somebody has suggested that the left lane,
yes,
particularly on roads where you have just two lanes, that the left lane should be permanently free. That if somebody has to overtake, as soon as you overtake, you go back to the left lane.
Yes, sir.
And be going. But
yes,
what
sir.
we see is that even cars that cannot move fast, they keep occupying the
left lane,
lane, and at no time you even have the opportunity of overtaking. What is our comment about this? Thank you very much.
Okay, and also, madam, I hope you heard what he said.
Yes, I heard.
And also,
yes, I did.
And also that would also involve advising on vehicles that even break down on the left. What my driving experience tells me is that if your vehicle breaks down on the left lane, you try and push it at least to the right if there is no lay-by to leave the left lane free.
That's the normal thing.
Yes. Go on, madam, please. So our last caller was asking for your comment.
Okay, so my comment will be that as much as we're trying our best to enlighten people on how to drive on the road.
Yes.
I think it's also it should be in the consciousness of people to know that the left lane should be left free. The right lane, I see a lot of people overtaking from the right, and I look at them and I just shake my head sometimes, because we all know that taking your overtaking from the right is a no-no.
Yes.
You leave the left lane free for others to supply. And if you are, maybe your brake is faulty or your vehicle is going on a slope, you go on the right lane so that other people can at least take that other side.
The left lane, yes.
So for this Ember month, our vehicles are going to be going around, our patrol vehicles are going to be going around to check people and put them in the right place they're supposed to be. And if your vehicle is obstructing on the left, whatever you face, the consequences you face is your own.
So it's an offense to actually drive on the left. You can be flagged down and accosted.
Yes.
Okay, I hope our listeners will hear that. Those who are drivers, that it
those
is.
Who are, I just hope they are hearing now.
Yes.
If they flag you down, you get to bear the brunt. Leave that space for people who want to overtake so that they can go back to the lane, the right lane, and then move and proceed to where they are going to.
I'm sure you will agree with me. I'm sure you will agree with me that why we have this problem at hand is that we still have a lot of people who have licenses but haven't been properly trained to drive. That's not directly your own fault, as it were. It's a systemic fault.
It is what I. The other time when I said the collaboration.
Oh, we have a hang. Oh dear, I feared this. Okay, we have connectivity problems. We are talking to her through Zoom. We'll try as much as possible to correct it. But in the meantime, let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
My name is Robert.
Yes.
So my question is that your guest was saying if you want to board a vehicle in a particular place, there are certain things you must watch out for.
Yes.
The driver must be responsible.
Yes.
I want to ask her, how will you identify a driver that speeds on the road? That is one. If you board a bus that is speeding, the driver that you try as a passenger to capture him and he's not listening to you, what will you do at that moment? And
Okay.
it's on high speed. What will you do as a passenger? Thank you very much.
Well, what you shouldn't do is grab the steering from him. But okay. So let me add a bit to the gentleman's question. What are the rights of a passenger in a vehicle, as far as the driver's performance is concerned? What rights do you have as a passenger in a vehicle over the driver?
As a passenger, you control a lot of things.
Yes.
One thing I wouldn't want passengers to do is to engage the driver in a way that will distract him from what he's supposed to do, from driving.
Yes.
We talk and we start engaging. Oh, you are stupid, you are this, you are that. We start engaging words. No, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Look out for the traffic enforcement agents or any law enforcement agents at all. Make sure you speak out. Let them hear you so that they can stop the vehicle for you. At every checkpoint, you have police, you have NSCDC, you have road safety. And anywhere you get to, make sure you speak to these people so that they can stop the vehicles for you. And then you, in unison, or you all together in the vehicle, you speak out of what the driver has been doing. How that driver has been putting your life in danger. Now we are passengers have a whole lot to do to put themselves in a place of safety right now.
Yes. Okay, let's have another one.
Yes.
Hello, good morning. Hello,
good morning, Uncle JD.
Morning, madam. How are you?
This is Ovoli. Good morning to your guest. Uncle JD, last month, I was headed for VI. I took a BRT. So my question this morning is, what do we do when security operatives like the army or the police that are supposed to, obey traffic laws, drive towards an oncoming vehicle? Uncle JD, this army official, there were two of them on a bike, and they were coming straight at the BRT we were in. And before you know it, the man was trying to swerve. Eventually, one of them ended under the BRT. Now, I was scared, like, my heart literally jumped up. What do I do in such case? Because you discover...
Oh, we lost that. Well, I think the first thing you do is get off the bus, really. And that's more of a societal problem than an FRSC problem. Abi, what do you think?
I didn't even get what she was trying to say.
Oh, well, there was this isolated case she's talking about. It happens a few times where the military personnel, generally disobey rules and could cause harm to people in a bus. And she said, what do I do? I said, the first thing you do is get off the bus. Once it's
anyway.
And that's a general societal indiscipline problem, which the FRSC can do.
I'll speak for FRSC.
Yeah, sorry? You said what?
I said speaking for FRSC.
Yeah, go on.
I know you hardly can find our staff doing that kind of thing on the road.
Except the isolated case I said to you, which you said was long time ago. The video of the video of the drunk officer.
The video of what?
Of that drunken officer, which you said was long time ago.
No, that was a long time
Long
ago,
time
and it
ago,
was
yes.
dealt with immediately. Trust me, when issues like that happen in FRP,
Was he
we
fired?
don't take it for granted.
Was he fired, actually?
He was fired, and
I'm glad to hear
unfortunately,
that.
he died last year. He died this year, November
Oh.
last month, on the 14th of last
May
month.
his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
May his soul rest in peace. Okay, still the Daily Digest. We take some of your calls because this particular program is more about you asking questions than I doing the questions. Asking the questions as it concerns everybody as a passenger of or as a driver. 0201-277-0993 and 0201-465-7190. I think we have another caller there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Okay, Jimmy. This is Henry.
Morning, Oga Henry. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm talking about road safety. If you know the area called Idiroko border.
Idiroko border.
They are not doing anything at all. Their own is to collect 500 naira per vehicle.
Oh, really?
They don't even know whether the motor is good or not or roadworthy. They don't even care. It's just to collect that money.
Okay, we will bring our attention to it.
And secondly,
yes,
where they are, the roads are not good there.
The roads are not good.
You will just see them; they will jump out. Top vehicle.
Well, I'd like to know what exactly your question is, because the issue of roads is not an FRSC problem. And you said they will just jump out. Jump out how? I don't get it.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir. Yes, sir.
They said this madam gave us one number. By the time I observed one or two things on one of your programs, I called. Then some of the road safety people, they did not pick. Somebody picked and asked me that. I made mention of my name. I said, I'm calling for it. Just immediately I presented that report, the office. My phone number she gave, I'm still having the number. So what I'm saying is they should come down to Idiroko and look into the problem of road. They are not
okay, thank you very much, sir.
Idiroko is in Ogun State, it's not in Lagos State, so it's not my bit. But I will extend the information
you can
to the person
it.
in charge.
Yes. All right,
I will send the information to the person in charge.
Okay, we have another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
I listened to your program and I listened to your guest.
Yes.
And she said something about that passengers should caution drivers.
Yes.
Okay, what about the situation if you are inside the motor and driver is driving rough? You now talk to driver. Some passengers are attacking you. What are you going to do there?
Well, I mean, that's more of a social problem, Oga. What she has said is that at the next checkpoint that you see, be it police, be it even customs, at the next checkpoint that you see, you can make a report of such a driver. But if some of the passengers don't agree, don't fight. Just wait calmly until you get to the next checkpoint and you can report. We have another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
This is Malik speaking.
Malik, how are you?
Yes, sir. Fine. Uncle Jim, my question goes to her that her road safety officials that leaves those wrecked vehicles to pass and stop a clean car that's complete. What are they doing about that?
Okay, you heard that. That is criticism also that has gone to the VIO, madam, where your officers are selective in stopping vehicles. You see vehicles that are completely rickety, they never get stopped. Maybe you find somebody who just bought a Tokumbo car, it's looking nice and sweet. That is the one. And I think the reason for that is quite obvious. Is there anything you're doing internally to retrain your officers? Because you see, the way public transport is handled in this country is very disgraceful, to say the least. Some of the vehicles you see on your road, some people won't even put their pet dog in such vehicles. Between the collaboration between you, the VIO, and so on and so forth, What are you doing to sanitize that public sector area, public transportation area? Is very, very key, especially in Lagos.
Like I always say, we book the commercial drivers, we book the private drivers. And one thing you need to realize is, as much as we have recalcitrants in commercial and the private drivers, so you can't expect us to leave one for one.
But we can't deny the fact.
What people want generally,
yes,
Jimmy, is for us to leave outrightly. The private drivers are not to stop them. If you come to the compound this morning, I'm sure you'll find up to 4 commercial buses here this morning that have been booked by this office this morning. I'm sure by the time I go out, it may have increased or the same number, but they book them on a daily basis. And we also go to them so that this message cuts across. We go to churches, we go to mosques, we go to schools, we go to their parks. So it's not a case of a private driver telling you he has never heard of one thing before, or a commercial driver telling you he has never heard of something before.
Yes, madam, but the key in this area is enforcement. And we cannot deny the state of a lot of vehicles that are used for public transportation is in fact, I honestly don't know the time your people have for private cars with the kind of buses that we have on the road. All those downforce without trafficators, without backlights, funny tires, smoky vehicles. Is there any agreement you have with the Lagos State to give a concession to these people? Because it's gotten completely out of hand.
We don't have any agreement with the Lagos State government.
Spoken or unspoken?
In fact, what we have is a collaboration with the Lagos State government to get rid of these people, and
well, you are not succeeding,
to make sure that they adhere strictly.
In that regard, madam, you are not succeeding, because I can almost say, without being any fear of being contradicted, that 7 out of 10 vehicles are not fit for the road. Those use the downforce for public transport, and it's there for you to see. It's not. If you look out of your window anywhere, any of our listeners look out of your window where there's public vehicles, you will see. You sometimes even wonder, between the VIO's office and the FRSC, who certified those buses to be on the road, and it's gotten out of hand. The human life is very, very vital and expensive, and should be treated in that same manner. I don't know. I get a feeling that maybe there's some agreement that these people times are hard. The same old excuse that
there's no agreement of whatsoever. There's no agreement of whatsoever.
Well,
we do our own. Our own responsibility is being done on a daily basis. And then, like I tell you,
the optics don't
have collaborations with.
Madam, the optics don't show that. We need to be honest with ourselves. The optics between yourselves and the Lagos.
By the time we start showing the other side of what FRSC really would do, okay, Jimmy, you'll be the first person to start calling me to say,
do it first. Do it first. It is. I find it completely. Okay, sorry, ma'am. 1 second. I find it completely offensive that between the Lagos State government and FRSC, we are putting vehicles on the road that are not fit for human transportation. I wouldn't even put my pet dog in some of those vehicles, honestly. And it's time we told ourselves the truth. I know that the Lagos State government is making some efforts to sanitize the area by bringing in newer buses. But until that time happens, we want our people treated as human beings. That's my view.
Don't worry.
I shouldn't worry.
By the time it starts, you will hear about it.
Sheriff Shotibo, don't worry. When you get to Radisson, make sure you sign an agreement with Madam. Let's pick another call.
When you come on my program this morning, please make sure you come and sign the agreement with me.
Who? Sheriff?
The two of you.
No, Sheriff, you represent me.
Maybe you're not coming again.
I know. He will come. He's my oga.
You see?
I cannot go where my oga is going. He's not done. He is senior and junior.
No wahala. We'll be expecting any
okay, it's about 9:50, and I know your program will start any minute from now. So I think we'll just about let you go so you can go do your program. Thank you very much. I'm sorry about the initial confusion, which was mine.
No problem.
I will use this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and to wish Lagosians a safe Christmas during this period. Let's all be extremely careful. Thank you, madam. Okay, so
thank you very much, sir.
Okay, madam. Yes.
You have a blessed day.
You too. So we have just about 5 minutes left. Then I can now brief you about what's going to happen. On Saturday, it's going to be a very special day for me. It might not be for you, but it's very important for me in the sense that, okay, in a lifetime, your parents are most important. The next important person in your life, I didn't talk about God though. We are not talking religion here. After your parents, is your teacher. I had a teacher who taught me, I think it was science. I can't remember. She was a science teacher, but I'm trying to remember what it was. You tend to forget these things these days. And she taught me she came in 1970 or 71. I can't remember then. And before you know it, before you could open up your eyes, my teacher is turning 80 next week. So we're doing something for her on Saturday here during the discourse. We're going to bring her in to honor her. I'll have two, that will be the hilarious part. I'll have 2 or 3 of my classmates. They'll also be here. Mr. Sebastian Bartholomew Kuyoro will be here. Cheso Kuyoro will be here. And Mr. Olajujoye, Bolaji Olajujoye will be here. And I think 1 or 2 others will join me. And you can be sure what you're going to have is going to be a bit riotous, but you permit us to we won't play the same pranks that we played way back there on our teacher, Mrs. Gbadamosi, Dame. She's called Dame Gbadamosi, and she's the wife of the late Chief Rashid Gbadamosi. So we'll be here on Saturday to celebrate her. They said the teacher's reward is in heaven, but part of it is also here. And the least we can do is to pay honor to her, which is what we are going to do on Saturday. I'm hoping that on Friday we will be able to have the domestic violence people here. I hope that happens. And of course, tomorrow we are going to have Dear Bumi. You remember that babe that all of you love to look at? She's coming here tomorrow. Also with her is, the other one that looks a bit like our own Uzo in Wazobia. She's leaving, so we'll have a little send-off for her. No drinks, nothing. Don't think that we're going to have a party. So you're all invited to go to the Radisson. I don't know if they're going to serve drinks for this road safety, whatever. Sheriff, are you going? Toba Hankon, I hope you bring it back.
If it's Jejemos.
If it's
Jejemos, we'll finish it there.
Supposed to be
if
fasting.
it's Pekbemos, we'll bring it back.
You're supposed to be fasting.
Why? How? Why am I supposed
what
to?
I am told, what your imam told me is that the last month of the year you should be fasting.
Nobody said that. No imam can say that.
Oh dear. Okay, so I think as much as possible, if you have the transport money to buy and also buy the fuel.
Yeah.
But I think we shouldn't lose sight of let's put our lives in our own hands. I've had questions here today that I've found somebody phoned to ask the woman, if your passengers don't agree with you. There are ways you can handle that. And at the very worst, you can say, please park, but be careful where you park and get down.
Yes.
But at the next safest place, I'm sure you should be able to park and go down. So I got to go. What's Up Lagos is going to come up next. I haven't seen Feta around, but what's his name?
Stretch.
But Stretch, I usually go and steal some sweets in his drawer, which I've done successfully this morning. Thank you very much, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
For being here.
Yes, sir.
Your tailor. All of you should quickly take a look at YouTube and see what Sheriff is wearing. Natty.
My tailor is Lucas Green.
Natty. Yeah. No, Natty. Your tailor, I must wear something like this. Yes. When he came in, I wanted to take it off him, but we'll get him about the late debut him. Okay, folks, I'll see you tomorrow by His Grace at 9 o'clock. Bye.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.